I'm Mombierella.
And I'm CJ Peterson. Welcome to Magic Making Mischief. Get your wands to the ready because we solemnly swear we're up to no good. Well, we've had a crazy few weeks. I'm pretty sure you have too. We went up to Pennsylvania last week where I was speaking at a writers' conference. Marissa says hi. I was speaking at a writers' conference all week. It was super fun. Met a lot of really cool people and just had a ball. On the way back, though, when the second leg of the plane, my ears didn't pop. They crackled instead the entire time. And so now I have like fluid behind my eardrums. So I can only half hear. So forgive me if I'm either yelling or going what all the time. That's why.
Oh, no.
But you have had fun while I've been gone.
Yes. We got to do, me and Yukita got to do the Hocus Pocus event. And so I'll give more details on that. I also got to do my first Halloween shopping of the year officially, though, this last weekend. I was so happy. I was like, somebody said there's Halloween stuff here. I'm going in.
Well, we were supposed to have Wendell come today, the one that does the remakes for movies. Unfortunately, he's got some health issues, so we have to reschedule him for another time. So what we decided to do in the meantime is to go over what they did on the 15th, which I do have pictures that I'll show shortly. And then we also will be going over what's coming up. Heads up for next week's guest, already been confirmed, is the famous voice actor John Grimion. So he will be here next week. And please remember, for those that may have forgotten, I'll remind you at the end of the podcast, we are shifting to 11:30 as of next week. So make sure don't miss that. If you come at 11 o'clock, we won't be on. We're moving to 11:30 starting next week. So let me pull up the pictures first and we will hit what happened on the 15th first.
So we got to meet the cast of Hocus Pocus, some of the cast from Hocus Pocus 1 and Hocus Pocus 2, including Doug Jones, who is an amazing actor. He does so many character parts. He's like the modern day Lon Chaney, you know, the man of 1,000 faces. Mm-hmm. So we didn't get a lot of footage of like sometimes you get to interact with the guests, you get to video, but with the strike, they asked us not to video anything. But we got these awesome pictures and they were so sweet. Like the whole group. We're just like, they're really nice. And actually, Doug Jones, right before he left, he called us and he goes, "Here, give me a hug." Oh, both. And I'm like, oh my God, we leave. I'm like, I feel like my childhood just hugged me because like the whole Hocus Pocus thing, like I was there the day. I actually got to tell Tobias and I said the character name. The two that played the bullies in the original. Were really actually quite nice. And I told them, I said, I was there on opening day. They're like, "You're OG." I was like, so I've known this movie since it came out in theaters and nobody else was hardly there because it came out in summer.
Yeah.
We get to do the cosplay, which was awesome. And I was surprised how many people actually dressed up and came with props and stuff for it. It was so cool. So much fun. We got to high five all three of the younger witch sisters.
Mm-hmm. And then it looks like there's ton going on over there.
This comic book store is actually quite huge. He calls it a super center, and he's got so much in here, so much variety of stuff. This is the Lake Jackson Lone Star Comics Heroes and Toys, which I've now gotten the name down. It takes a little practice.
Shop in Texas.
Yep. And he actually has 3 of these comic book stores, and this one's the biggest one though. So we were at a wedding the day before in Galveston, so I drove, which is closer than my house, but it's still like I still drove from there to there, and it still took over. So it was crazy, a crazy weekend.
Well, you guys look super cute. I need to go back to that picture of you two. It was so much really, really good.
It was so much fun. What I loved, I've actually got more pictures I need to share. I shared a video though, so check out the video. It's got the whole thing. Most of our interactions were with the line went right past us. They gave us a table, and so I bring these Hershey's Kisses and stuff sometimes and put them on my table because I'm like, oh, you know, kids and people will grab them. But we had the most fun offering the Hershey Kisses to the little kids. And then being like, they're eating the potion.
Do they want to eat it? Do they not want to eat it?
You gotta see the video because it's hilarious. This one little girl, especially, like there was more than what I caught, but it was funny because this one little girl, she just like she was not sure, and Sarah's like, "You're not, child." So I decided I'm gonna join her. I was like, "Thou hast nothing to fear." And at that moment, the child just scrams like she's gone.
You have terrorized the child.
Laughing because she just whooped.
You have terrorized the child. That's not good.
They were so cute. Like they're oh my gosh, it was so much fun. So many fans, so many even like from other ones that Doug Jones had done. There was a woman dressed up from Pan's Labyrinth, and like her cosplay was spot on. Like it was perfect. And so we got to go. We actually getting the group shot was special. Oh, I forgot about that. When you asked what we're doing, thank you.
Right, I told you I was a little bit late coming into the room because I was trying to get everything we're doing over the next few months. It's a lot.
It is. We have our hands full. But it was a lot of fun. The Hocus Pocus meet and greet was a lot of fun. They actually have some other, if you're fans of horror, keep an eye on Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. Because they have meet and greets and stuff. They have one coming up for Halloween, and they're really the Tad Wood. We had him on one week, and he is awesome. His stores are really, really great. I actually love them. So
definitely. So this is something Mombie and her husband and me and my husband are going to be going to.
This is the concert that's kind of celebrating the release of Metal Wave's first official album out. They recorded it like years ago, but with the whole shutdown and COVID, which inspired it, ironically, while they were home, it's what started it. But trying to get things moving again has been a pain. So this is kind of a celebration of that. And so, of course, Metal Wave's going to play there. And if you were at Kimo Kawaii, the Battle of the Bands, Cathodic, am I saying right? Cathodic is the one of the bands that's opening for him, and they actually were the winners of the competition for that. Really? So that was actually really cool that they had them come out too.
Very cool.
And that'll be in Houston at the end, but it's a part of the end called the Compound. So
okay. The next one we're going to be talking about is Anime Houston. That one's actually out of order because it was so small. I had a hard time seeing. This one's supposed to be September 22nd through the 24th. Here are some of the guests. It's Olivia Swayze. There's John Swayze, voice actor. Jay Hickman is also a voice actor. And Billy West is also a voice actor. And so far, those are the ones that I've seen announced for Anime Houston. And that's going to be in the Houston Marriott West Chase on September 22nd through 24th. So that's the one you and Akita may be going to?
I'm not sure yet. They haven't actually gotten back to me. I haven't heard much from them, but they have been putting some stuff up because they got their guests listed. And so I'm hopeful to hear back from them soon. I went last year for the first time, and I really loved it, actually. It had, for such a big con, it had a great feel to it. You know, it didn't feel like it was, you know, how some of them are just overwhelmingly big.
Yes.
To the point where it's like, well, that was something when you're done.
Yes.
It felt right, you know. It felt about perfect the way it was set up, so it was fun. And my daughter loved their D&D style group that was themed around My Hero Academia, and actually she's kept in touch with them, so she's hoping to go back, I'm sure.
Oh, cool.
They were really nice. She just spent every day there.
Well, for those that are interested, it's Anime Houston. It's May September 22nd through the 24th at the Houston Marriott West Chase. The next one, we're going to be having Jerry Schaefer on in these next few weeks. He's one of our August guests. And we're going to be talking about Eastern Rim Funny Book and Vintage Con. That's going to be August 19th from 10 to 6 and August 20th from 11 to 4. And that's going to be at Goose Creek Memorial High School in Baytown, Texas. Now, this is free entry. And so this does not cost to get in. And they have some amazing guests coming up. So far, the ones that we've seen are, oh gosh, Tahani Farr, who's a warrior artist. Diane Salinger.
That's Terrafest.
Oh, that's Terrafest. Sorry. Let me pass that.
Oh, there we go. That's what
there we go. Michael Winslow, actor and
yes.
comedian. Love him. I am super excited for them to have him.
Right. That's awesome.
Mike Grohl, acclaimed artist and writer. Jay Lee, revolutionary artist.
Gargoyles, I love that.
Huh?
Gargoyles, I used to love gargoyles. I'm sure it's the comics that he did though, but that was the weird dark Disney cartoon phase where it wasn't like all weird like now, but
this is the one I'm super excited about. We had the man of a million faces. This is the man of 10,000 sound effects.
Right.
So he's very cool. I'm super excited that they were able to get him.
I think even my husband was like, "Oh, am I going to this one?" I was like, "I don't think you were planning on coming with me, but are you now?"
This would be a reason why. Like I said, it is free entry. They like everybody to be able to come, families as well. The next one we're talking about is Anime Oklahoma. This is going to be September 8th through the 10th at Grand Casino and Resort in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I will be there. We have some really cool guests. There's going to be John Grimian, who will be on next week. We're also going to have Amanda Miller, who's a voice actress. Voice actor Sean Chiplock. Oh, and so those are the ones so far that have been announced. Like I said, there's a lot in this stream, so to speak. So I'm trying to keep them all straight. So super excited. That one's going to be, like I said, it's going to, let me pull it back up so you can get the information on that one. The Grand Casino and Resort in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I guess it's going to be fun. This is going to be our second year going there. And this is one of the ones that we help run. So I'm super excited to be able to be there. And then the next one we're talking about is, Brazoria Comic-Con, and that's going to be in Lake Jackson Civic Center, September 16th through the 17th. Again, that's the one that Super Hubby and I will be at. We also help run. There's some really amazing guests there. We're going to have Kevin Sorbo, who was also, if you remember, at the first Comic Conroe. He's going to be there. He doesn't make too many appearances per the years, so this is going to be a good one. Peter Calamus, who was actually at Comic Conroe this last year. He's an amazing guy, super funny, very talented. Glad he's going to be there. Linda Young, voice actress, is going to also be there. And that's going to be for Brazoria Comic-Con. And let me get that information back up. Lake Jackson Civic Center in Lake Jackson, Brazoria Comic-Con, September 16th and 17th. So in the meantime, we have the
Terror Fest.
We're gonna Fest come first.
It was it's in October. Hold on. Like it was up that one.
I'd say, doesn't Texas Ren Fest? Let me pull up.
Wait, actually, no, they open on the same day. That's right.
Ren Fest and
Terror Fest are on exactly the same day. Like Ren Fair opening day is the first day of Terror Fest. Yeah, so that'll be the first year that like I was at something that weekend.
Other than?
Yeah, usually I'm at opening. I try to hit opening day at the Ren Fair, but I don't think I can do both. Too much distance.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the various weekends are in just a second, if I can get my computer to cooperate. Queen Miss Nunu says, hello, everyone. Hi. So for Texas Ren Fest, they are a super fun group, and they have some really cool themed weekends. So the first weekend is going to be the Queen's birthday celebration. Weekend 2 is 1001 Dreams. Weekend 3 is the Pirate Adventure. Weekend 4 is All Hallows Eve. Weekend 5, Heroes and Villains. Weekend 6, Barbarian Invasion. Weekend 7 is the Highland Fling. And weekend 8 is Celtic Christmas, one of my faves.
I love that one. They're open 3 days that weekend. It's the only weekend they're open on Fridays.
Yes, I absolutely love it. But make sure, let me show you these dates again in case you missed them. You can always rewind to check them out. The dates are up, so we're super excited about that.
First day, October 7th is when they open. And yeah, he's been talking about the Queen's birthday. I thought that was cool. That's really sweet.
It is. They're very cool over there. Absolutely love it. Actually, the 1 year that we went, Super Hubby lost his wallet, and it was returned to us, money intact and everything. I was very relieved and pleasantly surprised. So that does happen. Go ahead.
I was going to say the Heroes and Villains weekend is almost like a mini Comic-Con up there. Well, no, it's not many. I mean, it's huge, but like everybody's spread out throughout.
Definitely.
But you see a lot of like superheroes and stuff there that day, so that's a good one.
Well, we went to the Highland and we went to the Celtic Christmas, and seeing stormtroopers in kilts was pretty interesting. There's all sorts of fun to be had up there. They're jovial, they're very sweet. There's lots to see. Make sure to keep your eye out for the parade because that's pretty cool. The Parade of the Clans, that's pretty neat. And the King and the Queen. And I believe Father Christmas shows up actually on Christmas weekend.
Each weekend's different theme. They really aim towards that one. So the 1001 Dreams is going to be a lot of fairies and mythical creature kind of things. Of course, Pirate Weekend is going to be pirates, barbarians. You see all the barbarians there. And people will dress to match as they come out too, which is so much fun. It's just a blast. But you can always, if you don't have cosplay or costumes, you can always come out plain clothes and just have fun.
Definitely. I know you were running around in your Mombierella shirt and jeans.
Half the time it's just easy. I do have costumes every once in a while that I used to do, but like I think when I started carrying the vlog gear, especially in the earlier part of the season when it's still so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it cools down. Please let it cool down this year. Oh, we're dying here.
Yeah, it started in like the end of May, beginning in June, which is ridiculous.
And like 100 degrees plus every day and no rain. It's insane. Oh my gosh.
Imagine those people starting in the hot costumes. They're gonna
especially with all the layers. Yeah, like need to be like Disney, put a fan or air conditioner, in there.
There are definite layers. I have one, and I actually have a Merida one as well. But yeah, I know you have like the shift, you have the understuff, and that's not even the ones walking around in armor. Those guys are going to have heat stroke.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how they do it. Honestly, it's crazy. That's part of why the Mombierella t-shirt and whatever with a bag full of vlog gear and stickers.
Pretty much. So Terror Fest, we've already mentioned that's coming. Would you like to talk a little bit more about that one? That one's going to be October 7th and 8th at the Southern Star Brewery in Conroe, Texas.
So they relocated this year, and it's going to be interesting. He said there's going to be inside and outside. So hopefully the weather will be good. They're going to have the Battle of the Bands. I think they're going to have, I don't know if I should say it, but I think they're going to have James Rivera's band come out and play Vampire, which would be awesome because I think that's like a perfect fit,
So this one is the one that Diane Salinger will be appearing at.
And she's got like actually pretty good, interesting little variety. I know whenever he said she's a villain's mom, and he posted like he was trying to give hints before he released the name. But he posted Batman Returns, and I was like, oh yeah, I see that. Penguin's mom.
She was in a lot. She was. So yeah, no, Deep Space Nine. Yeah, Batman Returns, all sorts of fun stuff. So the next one we're going to be talking. Oh, and last year. Are they going to battle bands this year? Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I think there's going to be a trade-off, and Terror Fest is going to be like because they're run by the same people, Kimokoi and Terror Fest actually. But I think Terror Fest is going to be the focus for Battle of the Bands because it just really fits well since the horror rock star theme kind of mashes well. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to do something different with Kimokoi next year, so we got to wait and see.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they I don't know if they have all the bands in yet. So if you're interested, check out their website. It's a lot of fun. I loved it so much. Last year, they had Richie Ramone, and they had 4 people. Actually,
they had some big names.
Yeah, and so but Richie Ramone was cracking me up because during the Battle of the Bands, Necroclown was from Purgatory. Like they created this band, and so they were playing, and he laid on the stage and just kind of like to the music, and so it was crazy. They actually, I don't know if I should tell the story. So they announced the winners, and there was a mix-up. And so they announced Necroclown as the winner, and Richie Ramone's all like, "I knew you could do it." And he runs up and he hugs him, and it was the wrong winner. He announced the wrong winner. And so he's like, "I'm so sorry, I screwed up."
Oh.
And I'm just like, you did not just do. Oh, no. It was so sad because it's like, I made a mistake and I was going to snap a picture, but his little girl was there, and like her expression, like I was just like, I'm sorry. So it ended up being Zombie Face one, but they were all like they were good sports about it and everything. Because actually, I don't think Necroclan had ever played outside of the horror. What's up with my brain? The place, Purgatory Scream Park. You know, the horror park. Yeah, that they actually.
Which is what we're about to talk about next. I don't have a picture for it, but we're going to be going to Purgatory Scream Park on the 14th.
I think so. Yeah, we're trying to work it around another event that came up that we're going to do. So.
So we're going to be going to Purgatory Scream Park. So yeah, I am a chicken. So it could be interesting. We'll do some lives, we'll do some recordings, and let you all see what that's all about. I'm super excited.
Hopefully we'll get some good. I don't know how it's going to be dark, so I don't know how exactly we're going to get as we go through it. Maybe more like sound clips of like
hearing me scream my head off. Sure, that would probably be about it, and you guys all laughing at me. So it's going to be Mombie and her husband, and Super Hubby and mine. I don't know if Yukita and her husband
might be coming. I think she might be coming.
So Yukita and her husband may be coming. So we're super fun and excited.
That'd be awesome if we get all that.
Yeah, the next one we're going to be talking about is Gulf Coast Superhero Show. This one's going to be October 20th through the 22nd. It's going to be in Beaumont. They have some really cool ones that they've already announced. Chuck Huber, who we just had on the other day, super fun guy. Peter Kalamis will also be at this one. And there we go. And you can get some pretty cool deals from it. So that's going to be fun. Again, that one's going to be at MCM Elegante Beaumont. I probably slaughtered that, but we will try that. So make sure to check that one out, October 20th or 22nd. Super Hubby and I will also be at that one.
That is the same day as NerdFest, or NerdCon, sorry.
Yep, and that's where I'm heading next. I'm trying to see if
it's on the
well, I passed the people, but I didn't know.
I think you passed it.
No, I had passed the people, but I didn't know if there were more.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so they're going to have CBS survivor Lauren Harp will be there so far, and legendary actor Keith Coogan will also be there.
Actually, quite cool. I was impressed. I was like, because I grew up with, Adventures in Babysitting and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Because we both have babysitter themes.
He was ornery. He was ornery as all get out. So do you happen to know the actual dates and where that one's located? Because I could not find that.
It should be October 20th. Oh, hold on just a second. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Is that the same week on the 20th through the 22nd?
I think it's just one day, actually. Okay. But this will be my first time to go to it. I'm actually kind of excited. No, wait. No, yeah. I think this one's actually only one day. They just did a photo shoot or video shoot or something last weekend. They had everybody come out and they got some, I don't know, like I guess it's kind of for their upcoming stuff. They like to have people come out and have fun and get some shots of it. It looked like it was fun.
Okay, this is what I found on it. It will be, let me pull it back up. October 21st, 2023, returns to Mount Bellevue at Eagle Point from 10 to 6, free to attend and to park. That's NerdCon. So super excited about that one. Again, we found it out. It's Adventures at NerdCon, October 21st, returns to Mount Bellevue at Eagle Point from 10 to 6, free to attend and to park. And then some of the other ones that we have coming up are going to be, you guys are going to be doing.
Yes, first weekend in December is Dickens on the Strand. And this will be my third year to go, actually. And this is their 50th year this year? Is that, yeah?
I don't know.
Or is that last year? That may have been last year.
No, where is that?
It is in Galveston, literally right off the Strand. Really, they have the actual intersection that you go to on their website. I can't remember exactly where it is, but if you put your GPS for the Strand in Galveston, it'll usually actually take you there, and you'll pretty much see crowds of people wandering towards the entryway, parking on the side of the street in full Victorian era cosplay. Or sometimes one of my favorites when they do the characters from the Christmas Carol or something, because they love doing the Dickens, because they actually have Charles Dickens' great grandson, I think it is, come out and be there for the event. And there's lots of, it's really neat. Actually, the Dead Edgar is one that I met there, and he's going to be our guest, one of our guests in October coming up. And he does a full reenactment with Edgar Allan Poe, and it's like some of the stuff they have is just so perfect for the whole Dickens on the Strand and everything. So I love it. It gives you the full.
There's another Dickens, so when you go to search, make sure you're searching for Dickens on the Strand. There's a Dickens.
And it's always the first weekend of December, so it'll be the first Saturday. Well, I think Fridays are actually free, I think, and then Saturday and Sunday have our ticketed events.
Okay. And then the last one we're going to be talking about is San Angelo Comic-Con. That will be January 26th to the 28th in 2024 at the Foster Communications Coliseum. We don't have a whole lot of information on that one yet, but that has been shared. And then also March is Comic Conroe. So we have a lot.
Goodness. Oh, actually, I did forget one. I'm sorry. Tri-City is, I believe, January next year coming up as well, and it'll be its first year. So that is. Mm-hmm. I don't think they've released any information beyond the dates right now, so but they are coming up.
Okay, cool. So we have 2 in January. So while we're doing all of this, we will also have some amazing guests throughout the week. Remember, we are changing the time to 11:30 starting next week, so don't miss it. Make sure to find us at 11:30, and we're going to have voice actor John Grimian.
Yes, and we actually have a special one coming up. It's going to be a little wonky on the time too, but we're going to take a little extra longer, and so it'll be. We're excited.
Yes, we will have one in August that will be 10:30 to 11:30.
Yeah, we will warn you as we get closer.
Yeah, that one's actually going to be an hour. We'll give you a heads up on that one. That one's going to be super cool. We're excited about that. But we have some really cool guests coming up, and I just cannot wait. Just remember, we've changed the time starting next week to 11:30 Central Time. Same place as you found us, Facebook and on YouTube. And we will see you then. Until then, get your wands to the ready, because
thank you guys for joining us. So next time, mischief managed. Bye. Bye.